Hello, everybody, and welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina for the 2016 Triad Pro Am Playoffs and Championship. I am Marcus Shockley with Netcast Sports, and joining me once again is my good friend James Blackburn. James, welcome in.
Oh, hey, it's great to be here again, Marcus. It's like we never left the gym.
Yeah,
just here a few nights ago.
We don't really leave the gym, though, do we? Some gyms someday. So anyway, we got a great night of basketball action for you tonight on Netcast Sports. First thing, we got two playoff games, and the winners of those, I guess you call these the conference finals, right, James? But the two winners of the first two games are going to play in the championship at 8 o'clock tonight. So at 6 o'clock, which is coming up right now, we've got red versus light blue. Red had a bye, so they didn't play the other night. Light blue, they got the win on our last broadcast on Monday. And whoever wins this game will play at 8 o'clock. And then coming up next, we'll have green versus gold. So we got a great set of action, and we've got some. We already know about light blue a little bit. We've got Deshaun Patterson, the point guard. We've got Chris Freeman. We've got Rusty LaRue. We don't have the whole LaRue squad here this time.
No, we're missing. Rusty's two boys are missing tonight. So last week, they had 8 or 9 players. This week they've only got 5.
And there's Rusty grabbing that first tip over to Keyshawn Bishop. Bishop spins under the basket.
Gets it back, but missed 2 easy ones there. But I looking forward to watching blue play again, Marcus. This is a really veteran-laden squad. Talk about Rusty LaRue. No other team I don't think here has a guy that's won a championship in the NBA.
Yeah, and we talked the other night. We'll get into all the players. There's Deshaun Patterson with a deep outside shot. That rims out. But this league is a storied league. It's been around a long time. Chris Paul has played in this league. A lot of the Wake Forest guys, a lot of the Guilford College guys are out here tonight. I think Trevor Mayo from Guilford is out there right now.
Yeah, this red team, this red team's a team that you're going to see put up a lot of threes. Number 1 with the ball right now, that is Jared Rogers. Really good point guard, will find players, really good shooter. And that's Carson Long that's just missed 2 threes in a row, but he's one of Guilford's top players. So Carson's a really versatile 3-4 guy that can do a lot of things.
So 3-0 early here, 8:55. We've got 10-minute quarters with a running clock. Now the running clock was kind of flexible the other night, so we'll do our best to keep everybody apprised with what's going on. But some great action. It's always good too. Like when you get into this playoffs and tournament, you can't watch a couple of these games and not start getting into it and start knowing the players and rooting for who's going to win or what have you. But so on the floor now, blue. Going with LaRue, Bishop, Patterson, Freeman, and Tomboy coming in and going to the bench over there to the wrong side. So they're not as deep as they were the other night either.
No, not at all. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe a couple players trickled in. They've got the early game, first game here. So we see a great block right there by Tomboy.
Might be a smart move if you can get the win. Because if you can get the win. Because
bring in reinforcements in.
Well, because you're going to have to play 2 games tonight, right?
You are.
If you play back-to-back or if you get a little extra rest.
I'll tell you what, that was a great end-to-end take right there by Patterson. Probably the quickest player on the floor.
Yeah, we love Patterson's game, and he can go on runs that he show you that he's definitely the college-level point guard and will be playing in college next season. And here's a guy, Chris Freeman, we talked about a lot the other day. Good size from the 2 position. Can play above the rim. He slices in. LaRue uses
I like
Freeman
that.
as a little bit of a
old-fashioned hook. The sky hook by
right.
LaRue. I like that. Looks like me out there.
Yeah, if you could score. He's got one aspect of his game that's really the only thing separating you from an NBA player.
Carson Long just struggled, just missed a wide open layups. Missed a few easy ones this game.
Patterson gives it up to Freeman. Freeman changes hands, drives right in the middle of the key.
Nice move by Freeman.
Yeah, that was nice.
It
looked
good.
good.
Sweet spot.
As soon as it came off his wrist, it looked good.
Yeah, Blue, they've had 3 or 4 open looks so far from 3 and haven't cashed in, but both these teams can really shoot it. So look for a lot of threes. I think players are just now starting to get warmed up, so you'll see a few misses to start. Nice pass.
No-look pass inside from LaRue to Keith Jackson III.
Great pass.
And that puts his team up by 3 now. 6:37 left to play in the first. Winner of this game advances to the 8 o'clock game tonight for the championship, the 2016 Triad Pro Am. Red working the ball around.
Oh, good help by Chris Freeman.
Yeah, he almost got that steal, but
Carson Long, he just kind of flipped that one up behind his head.
Number 9, Carson Long gets the bucket, cuts the lead to 1. Now here's Patterson. Patterson is a very hard point
And if
guard.
he could hit that shot right there, Marcus, that's going to be the difference between him being a good college player and a great college player. Because coming off that screen, they could go under that a lot. So he just hit a nice mid-range jumper.
Yeah, especially if they believe he can't consistently shoot from outside, which has been a knock on him that he's got to continue to improve that outside shot. They'll go under that screen on him, and he needs to be able to make them pay.
See, that shot right there, you just made one, but I was a little quick,
Yeah.
But, he's so quick, and teams are always probably go under that screen or try to trap it because he's just so fast. Oh, that's a nice take right there.
And that's Trevor Mayo from Guilford College, rising sophomore.
Both teams look a little winded here after
already the first
5 minutes.
4.5. 4.5 going. They look like us.
Oh,
LaRue
wow.
with his second assist of the night.
That's Jalen Gore, I believe. No, I'm sorry. That's Joel Otabwe.
No, that's Keith Jackson
Keith Jackson. I'm looking at the wrong team here.
You can just start at the roster and just work your way down. Still up by 1. Now here's a steal. Carson Long in the open floor stops for 3.
That's his shot right there.
Rims out, tough rebound. Gathered up by Patterson. Look ahead to Freeman. Freeman can hit that shot. Hasn't found the range yet. There's Patterson with a big rebound.
Oh, he needs to go up with that with 2 hands. He had a wide open tip in. He knows it too.
It's going to stay with Blue. They've got the lead in the ball. 4:39. Clock continues to run here in the first.
Got some 3 substitutions coming in for red team. 13-12, tight game so far. I like this little play right here. Keyshawn Bishop's got the mismatch. Mouse in the house in the post. Nice spin move. He wants to foul. Kicks out to Rusty.
Oh, LaRue can hit it from there.
That was good defense there,
Hey, you know what? I just realized Rusty's one of the few guys you can actually say he has Curry-like range and it actually be true.
Exactly. Good rebound.
Yeah, nice rebound by Jackson.
A good pass ahead. Blue goes up 15-12 here early.
Yeah, Blue getting out early. They struggled at times during the year, mostly when they were short-handed. So they had to play in the playoffs like we saw the other night. Coming out strong here.
Dominique Henderson hits a 3. There's Rusty, no hesitation.
He's got that
this
quick
is off
release.
The back of the mark.
Tied up here. One thing though, you were talking about how they did look a little winded, but the other good thing about this is neither team looks really rattled, or they are rushing a little bit at times, but not overall.
Yeah.
The other night we saw guys, really rushing their shots at times they didn't need to.
You see red team right now, they don't seem to be lacking for energy at all.
Yeah.
So they're doing a lot of 5 out, a lot of passing, cutting. Really keeping Blue. The Blues get tired right now on defense is where they get tired. Red team, I think, is one of these teams that you see not put up a lot of bad shots. They can be smart with what they do, and that's one of the reasons they got to buy.
Yeah, and then tonight, I think the next game, Green, is another strong program team. Drew Cohn, B.J. Pittman, Nate Long, LaPriest Lynch, all these guys, Messiah Baptiste. These guys are great players.
All in their primes right now too in college, so they're gonna have tons of energy.
See, they put in some size on the floor for light blue with them Tombwe.
Good patience right there by Patterson on that ball screen. It's another good tip in
by Jackson, and Jackson's really been doing work
Jackson's been doing
tonight.
a lot. He has. It's too easy right there. There was some miscommunications with Jackson and Freeman right there, but you shouldn't be switching that though. That's a 1 and a 5. Strong take by Patterson, gets the whistle.
Red is pulled back out by 3 and 1:49 left, so they weathered the storm early from Blue and hung in there. And now they've got substitutions on the floor.
And this is a dangerous time right now with Rusty LaRue and Keyshawn Bishop, the 2 veteran leaders coming out of the game.
And Bishop is having to go over there and actually work on the banner at the scorer's table. So he doesn't just play, he has to also facilitate.
It's another missed 3. Blue's shot selection right now isn't as good as Red's.
Yeah, I think with Jackson is very effectively inside, you'd like to see him maybe go inside a little bit more.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, good tip by Jackson.
Yeah,
look
get
up.
it out.
Oh,
Good
nice
look out,
tip.
yeah.
He's got to go to the rim hard right here.
Good recovery by Red, though.
That's tough.
Jared Rogers got back.
The outlet just wasn't right there, as clean.
I think Rogers and Henderson got back and were able to, like you said, yeah, if it had been a bullet
quicker,
pass.
yeah.
I think good idea, but Jackson, just didn't have the pass out in front of him where he needed it. Under a minute now to play here in the first quarter. Red up by 3 and the ball. Nice little fake there. Deep outside shot. There's Jackson with the rebound. Jackson has been really effective.
Good kick ahead pass, too. Nice drift
There's
pass.
Freeman.
Look.
Oh, knocked away.
He had 52. That's
Ntombe.
Yeah, on the perimeter.
Oh, another feed. And that's going to 25 seconds left, and that puts Red up by 5. Heading as we trail the end here of the first. So Red coming back quickly. Now Patterson, I think they're going to hold it for 1 here.
I would like to see a Keith Jackson ball screen. It looks like that's what they're going to do.
Here we go. You're going to stay under the screen. Patterson kicks it to the outside. And Tomway.
Nice flow.
That was a nice little way to finish up the quarter. So that's going to do it. We're going to have about 1 minute break. We'll be back in just a moment here from the Triad Pro Am 2016. All right, everybody, we're back in action here. Second quarter here for the Triad Pro Am 2016. I am Marcus Shockley with Netcast Sports, and we've got a travel on the floor right away from Team Red. Carson Long called for steps.
No, I'm sorry. That wasn't Carson Long. That was number 2, Marcus, I believe, Jalen Gore.
Oh, are you sure?
Was it number 9?
I believe so.
Okay.
You were looking at texting at your phone. I feel pretty confident.
But I've got eyes in the back of my head.
You and every ref in the country, right?
Oh, yeah.
My apologies to all the good refs out there. I'm talking only to the ones that frequently make bad calls.
Nice running lay right there by Patterson.
That cuts the lead to 1. Red with the deep outside. Good rebound by Ntombe.
Blues really controlled the defensive boards this game, which you would expect. They've got pretty good size and length down there.
And another thing I like is that I do think both teams are aware that they've got to play twice tonight. Their pacing is kind of.
Yeah, they're not really pushing. I like that.
You don't want to get to that championship game and be gassed.
No. Oh, nice spin. Looks like Kayshawn got raked on the arm there, but no call. He's telling the referees, did I employ you this game?
Rusty got caught in no man's land there. He was backpedaling. He was forced to foul.
Rusty looks a little bit more winded tonight, too. Just kind of everybody doesn't look to have the same gas.
Let's start with the fact that it is, again, blazing hot outside. So everybody had to come. Just walking from the parking lot, I think I lost about 5.5 pounds.
Yeah, I think my car said 102 today, Marcus.
So it is baking all across the south and southwest.
Yep.
Well, I think it's actually hot up in all up into Michigan and everywhere like that, too.
It's
unacceptable. Jalen Gore with the free throw.
The question could be is if Patterson's going to get a break this game for Blue.
Jared Rogers having to play defense on Patterson is a tough matchup for him. Oh, good block on the inside.
Again. Just seems he's not getting a lot of calls down there.
It looked pretty clean to me. Marcus Curry with the block.
Nice run out.
And Red making good advantage of getting the run out when they have the opportunity. Rusty.
These are the size. Nice pass. trust you using that
physicality.
That old man strength.
That's what I was thinking. Old man strength.
That always works.
Younger players just bounce off of him. Keyshawn, good idea.
Is it?
Well, you can't blame Keyshawn early on. He has to play.
He's
having to play. He's having to go over to the scoreboard and manage the league.
Comes Freeman, and we'll see if Keith Jackson. Now we've got Keith Jackson and Peter Patterson on the bench, and that's another time for Blue. They've really put two key players on the bench at the same time.
Yeah,
I like to see them get their substitution pattern where you have one key player and one not so key player, if you could say that.
And you're right. And one of the aspects of Pro Am is that players. There's not really any coaches here, so everybody's having to sub themselves in and out, just like you would an open run or something like that. And that might not always mean the best lineup is on the floor.
Man, Blue cannot buy one right now. No. They're just, this is a dangerous lineup
Tomboy
for Blue.
Was wide open, and
he was.
He's shifty about getting inside for a guy
this is good defense. Credit Red for defense.
Yeah, long on the inside
they are. But, like I said, right now, Blues just really struggle to get baskets. You've got two offensive players on the bench. But
now trailing by 5.
Good D right there. Here comes Long. Oh, good pass
out.
That
was a really sizzling pass right through the offense.
LeBron James type. And I'm not sure. I'm thinking they're doing I know they're doing fouls by quarter, Marcus. I'm not sure if it's 5 to get in the bonus, but that's 2. That's at least 3 on Blue. So something to watch here with about 5:45 left in the quarters. Another 3 is buried. That's number 5.
Zachary Houston.
Yeah, he's had a couple of nice buckets this game so far.
Yeah, he was one of the defenders on the last play down the other end where they were able to stop Keyshawn Bishop. Rogers kicks it out to Long. Long finds
nice
number 4
fake.
Dominique Henderson. Henderson drives.
Good.
Bishop, good fake. Out to LaRue. And again,
LaRue pulls up from deep.
It's going to be a push on Keyshawn Bishop.
Patterson did not sit long. He comes in for number 11.
The one advantage
Keyshawn
that Blue
Bishop
has that they have a pure point guard in Patterson.
Well, and Red does too. Jerry Rogers is a guy that's not going to be a scorer. He's a facilitator.
The interesting thing about Rogers is that he and Patterson are not matched up together.
No, they were.
They were pretty.
Now with this
switch, there they are. Now they are matched
number
up.
12 in, they switched it. So
that's going to be a kick ball.
Number 5 did something that I've heard. As a coach, you say don't ever do. No bounce passes on the outside of the three-point line. Yeah. It's always a hard pass to give. It's a bounce on the perimeter.
Yeah, when you get a bounce pass, you want to be going into the inside.
Yeah. And now it looks like Jerry Rogers just took a seat, so now. Oh, nice bounce pass.
There's where you use the bounce pass.
Now that was nice. They just missed it easy one. They're getting another call on Blue, but that was a really nice post-entry pass.
And they're starting to build up a bit of a lead here.
Yeah. They've kind of had it at that, 5 to 6 point advantage here for a few minutes.
4 minutes. Under 4 minutes here now. 31-26 in favor of Red. Winner advances to the 8 p.m. game tonight. The championship. This league has been running throughout July. I had a couple of people, James, that hit me up this week and were saying, "Hey, we enjoy the Pro Am. What's going on in August? Do you guys have any Pro Ams or under 19 stuff in August?" I was like, August is usually not basketball month for everybody's.
If anybody wants to go play me one-on-one out there, I will accept tickets and charge for one-on-one battles. So.
All right, but are you going? You know what? I don't know what that's worth. I would say you may have to pay people to show up.
They can pay me to play me.
You want what? I guess.
Good action. We'll even film it and everything.
Yeah, you pay to get an easy win.
There's Carson Long with a deep triple. That puts him up 9.
Yeah, that's a big lead right now, early in the first half.
Well, Keith Jackson ought to get it back in the game. Right now he's been sitting for a while. Oh, nice post entry. This is a good matchup.
Yeah, good. Him against Long.
Oh, nice move.
Double team from Houston didn't quite materialize. Now he's got 3 guys in there trying to stop him.
He should have gone with the reverse there. He went up on the same side and Long was able to influence a little bit, but he should have gone with the reverse.
If light blue had been more consistent from the deep perimeter this game, he might have felt better about turning and finding one of his open guards, but they have not had much luck from outside.
No, they haven't. Well, some of their shooters like Rusty and Freeman haven't found anything.
No,
yet.
but I don't know if that'll stay true.
No, that's.
Those guys
I would not expect that to be the same in the second half.
And we said earlier.
Lane violation. It looks like all the shooter. Yep, called it all the shooter. He didn't believe in his free throw and started crashing in too early.
Chasing it. Nobody knows where the shot is going more than the guy who.
Great pass.
Yeah, Mayo able to corral it.
Yeah, they called it a walk.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's a good call. Mayo said I should have dunked that. That was a bullet pass though. So.
Like we said, Trevor Mayo, number 3, plays at Guilford College. He's a rising sophomore. Patterson, deep shot on the outside.
And see, that's just a tough. Patterson, he ought to just keep driving to the rim and kicking. He's taking some really tough shots. Here's Mayo on the perimeter. This is a good matchup.
Yeah. Mayo's got athleticism. Spins.
It's like another walk. Yeah, they called it.
Yeah, good defense by
that
Deshaun Patterson.
Great defense. Kind of knew what he was going to do. He kind of read that he was going to go back to the spin. And he had a beat, and almost with Patterson or Mayo should have just kept going, used his size. He was even with him. He should have just kept going. But
so we got about 1:42 now. After the 2-minute mark, the clock stops. So right now we've got normal stoppages of clock. And I don't remember, is it a 4-minute half or a 5-minute half?
I'm not sure. Good pass into a nice spin. That's a good. I like that spin move at Tobway. He's doing a nice job of spinning right off that. That's a good move. Red is going with more substitutions, so sitting some of the starters, giving them a little bit of a breather.
Patterson into LaRue. LaRue spins away.
Oh, nice move by LaRue.
Oh, strong. And they're going to call a block.
Yep. It's a good call.
Crafty move by Rusty LaRue.
Good feet work on the perimeter there as he spun off on his inside foot opposite direction.
And when they're not doing the 1 for 2 either, I noticed earlier in this game.
No, they're doing 2 free throws, it looks like.
I guess.
And I'm going to go ahead and say these are in because Rusty does not, just jinxed him.
Why would you do that? Rusty, I know you watch these games afterwards, and
I know you study over these games.
I know right now you're fuming. No, he doesn't study the games. He knows what he's doing.
Well, I'm saying he probably watches the games for Scouting Report. I mean, does everybody in this
everybody in the Pro Am pours over these, and they take down notes of the things we said.
They probably should.
And then they tweet them at us and tell us how we were wrong.
I thought they had film rooms here. They went over the film before the game.
They do. They have a film room and they have a hospitality room.
I still haven't seen that hospitality room yet.
Well, you got those Skittles earlier.
I did.
That was what we brought back from the hospitality room.
Crew always gives good Skittles.
We have our producer, Jason Warford, is handing some Skittles over. We can't eat these on the air, though.
Hey, it's never – I can't say it's not been done before, me eating on the air.
Good block on the inside.
Great block. He's really been establishing himself as a force down low this game.
LaRue brings it up. Stutter step
nice
drive.
little in and out.
There's Freeman. Would like to get things going, and he
does. Good, nice assist. LaRue's got about 3 or 4 assists this game too, Marcus.
And it cuts the lead to 7 with just a minute to go here. 56 seconds. Drive out. And Tomboy with another big rebound. There's Freeman. Keeps it.
And one. Oh.
That definitely should have been an and one.
They did not call it. Look.
Oh, and that's a nice pass.
That's too easy. Man, you miss layups, Marcus, at one end. You usually get made layups at the other end.
Dominique Henderson with the assist and the beautiful bounce pass in transition for the bucket. Puts his team back up by 6. 30 seconds on the clock. And Tomboy battling
He's just
inside.
Established himself inside. They don't have anybody now that could guard him.
Well, one good thing is now they've got Frank Jackson back in the game playing the 4.
Yeah.
And Tomboy can play the 5.
That is huge.
And
That's
they can't collapse
lineup
on him anymore.
Well, you got Freeman in. Freeman in, Rusty in. This is a great lineup.
This is a good size lineup, too, for this league right now because
Jackson. You've got your size for red are out of the game, Carson Long.
4.2 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, right now they still trail by 4 as we're about to end the half here. But the only person under 6 feet tall is Patterson, the point guard. He runs about 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah, you've got Freeman at about 6'2", 6'3", Rusty at about 6'5", and a couple of 6'6", 6'7" guys. So.
Yeah. First shot is good for Jalen Gore.
Oh, hey, he telegraphed that one. I ought to give it to Patterson here. You know he could go coast to coast pretty quick.
Yeah, they give it over to Ntombwe. He keeps it up
At the buzzer.
Off the side of the rim. So Red goes to the half up by 6. We're going to have a halftime, probably about 5 minutes. We'll be back. You're watching the 2016 Triad Pro Am here from Winston-Salem, North Carolina on Netcast Sports. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. We're here in the first of the, I guess, conference championships is what we'll call them.
Semifinals.
The semifinals. I prefer conference championship. James prefers semifinals because he likes to be correct, and I like to be the hype man. But 10-minute quarters. Winner of this game will go on to play in the championship at 8 o'clock. And right now, Red with the lead by 6 points. Running clock until the last 2 minutes, even during free throws.
That's why you don't see a whole lot of free throws.
There's LaRue.
That's good defense right there, but right in his shirt. You know, you saw Rusty, he got a lot more open looks last game.
Yeah.
You know? Oh.
Tough defense. Finally corralled back
possession.
by Bishop and inside to
They
Jackson.
They just kind of got unlucky there, Red. They got a couple of tips and just couldn't corral it. So
good patience by Bishop to find Jackson wide open under the basket.
Great move by Long, though. You see, he pump fake. He drove, kind of gave a kick out, and they expected him to keep going, and then he just kind of backed out again. Fooled everybody, got a wide open three. Called a foul off the ball.
You know, we've talked a lot about Rusty LaRue. Of course, he played at Wake Forest in the NBA, as we mentioned. But
great D by Keyshawn Bishop.
Yeah, Bishop played nationally. He played in college as well, but he played nationally for his home country, where he grew up at St. Vincent and Grenadine. There's a nice spin move by.
That's good. That might make the under the rim highlights.
That's right. Patterson very quick with the ball. He's one of those guys that can kind of dazzle you with the dribble. Red staying patient, still up by 4. Long on the inside.
Nice pass.
Yeah, you know, he drew the double team and kicked it back with the bounce pass.
And, you know, I love number 5. That's
Zachary Houston.
Zachary Houston. I love his energy right now. I mean, he's just all over the place.
Trevor Mayo.
Man, they are just missing everything inside.
Well, it's tough. I mean, Bishop's got good length on the inside there.
Oh, what a crossover.
That was beautiful.
That's a heck of a move. I mean, that was a heck of a move.
That was some Rucker Park level stuff right there.
That was. He's playing like a man, Kenny Anderson, and some Nate Archibald action right here.
Tiny Archibald. Oh! That's a name I have not heard in a long time. Try to throw that one down. Now Blues getting after it. They still trail by 2. 41-39 with 7:48 left to play. Clock continues to run. And Marcus Curry to the line.
Nick Van Exel stuff, Marcus. We'll start calling Patterson Nick Van Exel.
That's right. Oh, you know, he actually does remind me a little bit of Nick Van Exel. More the, you know.
Nick Van Exel was the head coach last year in the D-League.
Yeah.
Texas Legends. Oh, another nice
talking
cross.
about Archibald.
Keyshawn Bishop with the feet work.
And drew the foul.
I like that.
Yeah, you were mentioning Archibald, Nate Archibald earlier, and Archibald tended to go airborne a lot more and be able to kind of finish in the air, even though he was small. He never got the props that somebody like Dr. J would get because he couldn't finish at the rim. I do think the Nick Van Exel comparison for Patterson is very apt.
Ooh.
That was a bad shot there. Keyshawn.
He was wiping his hands after that.
The wipe down worked.
It did. It did. It must have been the ball was a little slick.
Still down by 3, light blue. Red with that tray ball advantage. Curry gets it out to Rogers. Jared Rogers driving on Patterson.
Good extra pass. Carson Long is just.
That was
he
nice.
might be the MVP candidate if they win this game.
You call it Houston with the extra pass over to Long and Long with the deep shot.
Nice running shot by Patterson. Couldn't find the mark. He's going to try to sneak in from behind. Oh, good pass by Houston.
I mean, that was in transition to find. He was covered by 3 guys. Curry with the reverse, couldn't get it to go down.
But you know, you look at the offense, though, of Red right now, and it's just coming so much easier. Like, Blues having to do a lot more dribbling, a lot more crossovers. Red's a lot better spaced. They're driving, they're kicking, they're sharing the ball, and their offense is coming easier. And, you know, with the result, they're up by 6. So
the spacing is key, as you mentioned. I think that they're able to get a lot more fluidity.
Well, they know each other, I think, a little better.
That's true.
Oh my! I mean, we're seeing some tired legs here in the second half. Several easy missed shots for both teams.
That's a nice pass.
Heck of a pass. Good finish too. Technical foul on.
Is that called on Dominique Henderson, who just scored? It's going to send Patterson to the line.
Maybe I'm starting to think he was complaining about the hit in the back of the head. I'm not sure what happened.
I'm not sure. But, Patterson here is shooting 2. And The clock is stopped in this case. Huh. But, you know, the interesting thing about – I think Patterson may be the most broadcast player we've done. We've done so many of his games over the past couple of years.
We have.
In high school and AAU.
Well, then you've got some guys like LaPrice Lynch, too. I mean, LaPrice, we've done him in Mount Tabor, and he'll be up here next.
LaPrice is one of my favorite players from the area. Nate Long, also
He's
one of my favorite players.
Now.
These are guys that we have scouted for years.
Years and years. Where is LaPrice at now in college?
Lees McRae.
Lees McRae, okay.
You know, I remember going to watch actually, I was going to scout Davie County. At the time, they had the twins.
Caleb and
Cody Martin. And I went to see them play Mount Tabor.
Oh, man, that's the cleanest look Rusty's gotten all night, Marcus.
And that year, I remember Mount Tabor having, like, I thought they had 5 players that could go on to play in college. And it took me a while to convince people, but all 5 of those, their starters eventually did go on to play in college.
They did. Oh, double dribble. That's a tough call.
Still a 6-point lead, only 2 possessions, 4:47 left in the third, still plenty of time. You know, Blue's kind of lucky to be this close at this point.
They really are. I mean, like I said, Reds missed a few easy shots inside and just, I mean, you watch when they come down here, Marcus, and just see how they're spaced. They've got Carson Long inside. They've got there's a nice down screen. He spaces out. Oh, that's good help defense by Blue. Look up.
Jackson,
great.
That's a big block by Houston.
That was nice. Houston just has got a motor that does not stop.
And he's really good in transition and finding his
teammates.
And
he's got a nice 3. He's look for him next year to be a key guy for Guilford. Houston really looks good right now. Oh, nice left by Rusty. They just can look at that pass. Good up court pass. Good speed.
Yeah, he just outran everybody that time.
Marv Albert said he put the speed on right there. That's Jalen Gore. They finally called a timeout.
Blue called a timeout, right?
They did. They got to find themselves here. You know, like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, missed layups, Marcus, always turn to layups at the other end. There was a missed layup by Rusty, turned into a layup by Jalen Gore at the other end. So.
And you know what? Even though we're in the third quarter with a running clock and down by 10, and the way this game has gone so far, I would say this is a critical point. This timeout that they have, they've really got to talk about, all right, we've got to come up with some adjustments, because if we keep doing what we're doing right now, we're going to get blown out.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be – because, you know, like Red just seems to have more energy this whole game than Blue team.
And like you said, their offense is more fluid. Their spacing is better.
But, you know, you would think the Blues would be better because they have more veteran leadership. But we'll see what they do out of here at the timeout. Nice little kick-out pass. That's what you've seen Red do a lot on their offense. Drive to the nail, throw the little pass out.
Patterson driving to his left.
Good D. Good D. That's great D right there for Red.
They really recovered well because he went left, came back right.
Now we got another 3-on-2 situation. Oh, a little bit too fast. Wasn't expecting that one.
Carson Long is on the bench right now for Red.
So is Hodges.
If you're just joining us,
Houston, I'm sorry, Zachary Houston.
If you're just joining us, we're watching the 2016 Triad Pro Am playoffs. Semifinals. Winner of this game plays in the championship at 8 p.m. And then at 7 o'clock tonight, we've got the other semifinal. Probably about 20 minutes away from now.
And this is Tomway at the line, Marcus. I'm really impressed with him this game. You know, he's right there. He showed some good versatility. Reminds me a little bit of Nate Long, honestly. You know where he's at college at?
No, I know. He's a little taller than Nate.
He is. He's got a nice post game. He showed some good quickness down on the block.
I would say that Nate is probably a little bit more of a 3.
A little bit more athletic, maybe. Oh, nice take. That's just, man, he just got a straight line layup.
Chris Patterson in the open floor, one-on-one, puts it back.
So
that was just nasty.
Just tough. That's the second time this game, Marcus, that he is going literally coast to coast, and nobody stopped the ball. Oh, great D.
This is how you need to get back into the game with some defense. Over the top to Bishop. Oh, right idea.
He just got hit, but they didn't call anything. Now it's end-to-end action.
Is in Tomway back out to Bishop. Bishop with a 1-on-3 break.
And you've seen that happen to blue team repeatedly tonight, where they've had kind of chances, Marcus, to get to the rim, and just one. Red team's just been able to get their hands on a lot of balls. You know, even if they don't get a steal, they're stopping the breaks, they're getting back, they're blocking shots. They're just their defense tonight has been impressive. See another missed layup. Keyshot stuck with it. Said, I'm tired of this.
Cuts the lead back down to 7, but 1:25 left here in the third. With that running clock now, you know, as we said in the fourth quarter, when they get down to the 2-minute mark, they'll be able to get stoppages.
He's got to pull up. That's a tough shot. That's one of their worst shots this game.
In the face
but you know, Rogers should have pulled up there. He had a wide open 15-footer. Rusty, you do not want him to start feeling it.
That's a big shot at this point.
Yeah.
A minute left.
If they could get this down to a one-possession game before half or before the fourth quarter, there could be a static.
They've got a lockdown defense right here.
Good D by Rusty. Roo.
Yeah, they're going to keep. It's going to stay with Red.
A little bit too much dribbling right here for Red.
Clock continuing
to run.
2 bad
possessions in a row.
44 seconds left. Blue would love to get a defensive stop right here.
They really need one. I see the intensity for Blue. Good defense by Patterson, pressuring the ball. I don't know if Reds could try to hold for one here, but this is a lot of pressure on the ball.
Jalen Gore driving.
Oh, my.
Oh, that's a tough call.
They spread him out. You got to have the help defense there, Marcus. So
you know, at one point I wasn't sure if Jalen Gore was making the right decision by driving with that much time left on the clock, but it paid off. A little bit of a bailout. He scores. And now he's got the and one opportunity.
Well, here's the thing. If you're going to pressure the ball that bad, you've got to have your help from the weak side. If not, you're going to be able to drive around the guy every time.
That's an excellent point.
That's a huge bucket. I mean, they had a chance to cut this thing to one possession, and now they're going in down 7 possibly. The same thing right here. See, that was much better help, but he got there too late, though. You got to meet the guy outside the paint.
15.1 left on the clock. I see LaPrice Lynch has entered the building, I believe.
Yep. They're both teams right now. Their help defense is way too late.
Yeah, we've got another quarter to play. Red up by 5. Patterson here with a chance to cut into that lead. He does. Cuts it to 4.
Back-to-back and one plays. Now, I expect Red to hold for one shot here, so we'll see. Oh my.
Yeah, that was a nice idea. He's
going a little bit too fast.
Yeah.
A little bit too fast. Slow down, get to the half court, get a screen and roll, kick it out.
6.4 on the clock now.
Oh, man, they started the clock before. Oh, that looked like it was in, too. But, man, if they would have started that clock, Patterson could have gotten all the way to the rim.
I think that was a mistake by the clock keeper there because it was 6.9, and they ran off a half second before they inbounded the ball.
And then they ran off another second and a half when he, you know.
All right, so we got a break of about a minute. We'll be back for the fourth in just a moment. You're watching the Triad Pro Am here on Netcast Sports. All right, we're back for the fourth. 10 minutes left to go. Marcus Shockley alongside James Blackburn here at the Triad Pro Am semifinal. Winner advances to play in the championship tonight at 8 p.m.
Oh, nice spin move
by Dominique Henderson.
You know, he's been impressed of this game too, Marcus. Several of these guys have. Look, I can't wait to go to some Guilford games this year. They got a squad.
Yeah, they really do. And if they can hold on to this lead, they'll play tonight at 8. But still a lot of time left to go, and light blue hasn't given up yet. Patterson going back to the line.
For an and-one play again.
See, this would be what they wanted to do at the end of the last quarter. They wanted to cut it to a single possession game, and if he hits this, they can. And it rolls around and in. That's exactly what they do. So now down by 3. Light blue needs those defensive stops. Red just needs to keep doing what they've been doing all game.
Yeah, they just need they can't speed up. That's good help defense right there by blue. That's
probably
great
a
defense.
Poor decision there by Mayo.
That's one of the best defensive stops though. Receive. Oh, too much dribbling.
Yeah, nice behind the back move, but then it was just.
Oh, wow. You know, that's really, really tough with the body control to be going full speed with 2 guys on either end.
It looks easier than it is, that's for sure.
That's very, as a player, I know that I can never do that, even in my prime, Marcus. Actually, I don't even think I've gotten in my prime yet. Oh, wow, you cannot miss dunks.
You think you still have more improvement that you can make?
Oh, I could definitely improve.
Are you working out every day?
No,
then that's probably one of the reasons. One of the reasons.
But I am getting my old man strength. It is coming around. So.
If you haven't got it by now, I hate to tell you this, but you've been an old man for a while.
Those listeners that are listening, I am not as old as Marcus Shockley says. Red just seems to be a little bit out of sync here.
Yeah,
this is where they need to go. Oh, man, that's a lot of passing.
Yeah,
Blue got tired of defending, I think.
You know, one of the things that people who aren't familiar with the Triad Pro Am, Guilford always comes in here and has a squad, and they beat some of the teams that
in years when they have NBA players and stuff, they have. Guilford, though, man, another nice running shot. But he is tough. When he goes downhill, Marcus, he's got all these running shots with floaters with his left and right. I mean, those are not high school shots. Man, that's another 3 by Carson Long.
That pushes the lead back out to 8.
But, you know, those shots that Patterson is hitting, though, aren't even really college shots. I mean, those are pro-level shots, on the runs, floaters. That's a nice crossover to get space.
I do think
here's the thing. He could create his own shot at will, and he could also create anybody else's shot at will. He's just going to have to finish, you know, his jump shot. He's got to make something off that.
Long gives it up to Houston. Houston calling for the pick.
He ought to give the ball back to Carson here.
Oh, that's a quick shot.
Oh, man, right off the front.
That would have been a dagger if it had gone down.
It would have been, yeah. Would have put him up 11. Oh, wow. Good hands there, but number 10, that's Marcus Curry. I like this lineup in the game right now for Red. But, yeah, Patterson's a guy, Marcus, that, like you said, we broadcasted a lot. Seems like we know his game, you know, in and out. You know the positives and the negatives. There's not too many negatives, but if he could just, you know, when he gets to college, the thing about it's going to be when he drives to the rim, there's going to be a lot bigger guys than there are there now. But he has such a nice – it's not like he's trying to go in and finish all the way. He's already got that little flip shot.
You know, Patterson is a guy that you and I have scouted over the years. We've scouted, you know, thousands of players over the years. I think he's still got a lot of room that he can improve, I mean, in a positive way. The biggest thing is the adjustment mentally to college for him. And then physically, like you say, he's going to face faster guards.
Faster guards, so he can be able to stay in front of them.
Especially at the Division II levels, that you tend to find smaller, faster guards.
Than at the D1 level, exactly. I agree. Especially, I mean, you look at some of the guys that go to UNC Pembroke and some of these places. I mean, they're just as quick as Patterson. I mean, they're extremely fast. But like I said, he's going to be able to. For him, it's just going to be, I can't overdo it, because at this level he can overdo it and get away with it because usually he's the fastest guy on the floor. Usually, you know, that he's going to be able to play hard the whole time. But when he gets to college, people are going to be more physical with him on the perimeter. They're going to be quicker, and if he tries to just do a ton the whole game, he's going to tire himself out.
So Justin McClooney was to the bench, and Frank Jackson. We haven't called McClooney's name, but he's been active. Played for Reagan High School.
Now they're looking for Long off of the pin-down screens.
Long has been a weapon for them offensively.
He has. Now he's posting up hard inside.
And he's got the size to battle with Bishop inside easily.
Well, the thing is, nice pass. Good lay-in there by Houston. Houston's, I mean, if you could give you know how in high school they used to give the team award, or what they call that, you know, it's not the MVP. It was like the teammate award, or I'm trying to think of the word for it, but he would get that this game.
But you know, one thing I like about Houston that is overlooked.
Great move.
Yeah, nice move inside.
Yeah, that's a heck of a move. Keyshawn's got the length and athleticism on him, but Carson Long's got a little bit more body.
Let's talk about Houston for a second. You know, a lot of times people like a big man who can pull out and hit the three, but Houston is a two guard that can pass like a one.
Oh, wow. That would have been a big-time slam right there. He gets it back, though. Doesn't give up on it. Good pass by Bishop.
That's a strong finish inside by Ntombwe.
You're seeing some high-level basketball right now in these last few minutes.
Red up by 6.
Oh, the Coach's Award. That's what I was thinking of. If you could get – well, we don't have any coaches to give it, though.
I'm glad you thought of that because you would have woken up at 3 in the morning and called me.
Another three by Long.
Long is on fire. He pushes his team's lead back out to 9.
He is splashing those, too.
3:52 left here in the game. Winner advances to play in the championship. LaRue
wow,
shot rims out.
Big rebound by the Coaches Award winner, Zachary Houston.
Blackburn going back to the well.
Oh, good pass. There's Long.
Oh, good strip by Keyshawn
yes,
Bishop.
Sir. That's a heck of a take. I mean,
yeah, good.
You know, people forget he's left-handed, I think, a lot of times.
You know, a lot of times when you play against a guy, you forget he's left-handed until he jumps and shoots over you. And then you realize, oh, I'm completely out of position.
Yeah, I mean, right there, he just went up with the left. Look, he's calling for it now. Keyshawn using
another defensive play by Bishop.
Speed. Oh,
nice. That's 2 great defensive plays back-to-back by Keyshawn Bishop and 2
brings it to 5
assists that he got out of it.
This is coming down to a great game here at the end.
Oh, that is a tough call on Rusty LaRue.
It really is.
He doesn't argue the call, but I don't know. That was – I'm not on the floor, so I have to give him the benefit of the doubt.
You're not going to see Rusty argue much. So we see the gold team trickle in. Gold team, Stu Epper. I wonder if Stu's going to make an appearance tonight, Marcus.
We'll see. I see Wes is already here.
Isaac Rose I see on the roster, an old ex-West Forsyth Titan in the building. Joe Thompson, I saw him creep in a while ago. Sean Davis, I don't think he's going to be able to make the trip from Israel for tonight's game.
Well, we'll see. Jet lag could be a factor if he does show up.
Just a little bit.
I'm glad for Rashawn. I know he was. I saw him right before he left for Israel.
I actually talked to him a couple days ago.
Oh,
he's
great.
doing well. He had 40 points last game.
Rashawn is definitely family with us. He coached at our Basketball Elite Fab 40, I think, a couple of times. Brings some of that pro experience to the high school guys.
Oh, nice tip
steal
by Freeman.
He gets the payback.
You know, that's 3 straight layups, though, for blue team, Marcus.
You know, that was a great defensive play. Three defensive plays in a row that were great in addition to that. And the other thing, Freeman didn't realize he had 2 trailers right behind him.
It's not so bad, though, because now you stop the clock, and he's a good free throw shooter.
Yeah,
so
he is. He's a very good free throw shooter.
Hopefully we didn't jinx another shooter again.
And, you know, one thing about Freeman, though, he can finish that shot. He's very good at getting to the rim and finishing in traffic.
More athletic, underrated athlete.
You know, a lot of coaches would tell him, go ahead and finish that shot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even if he missed it and didn't get fouled, you know, you got 2 trailers that can tip it in. So
another free throw coming for Freeman. He'll be playing a post-grad year at Moravian Prep. You college coaches that are looking for a big-time wing. I know there are coaches that are listening right now that are saying, well, we did offer him. We're still hoping to get him.
Yeah, I know he does. I actually talked to him right before the game, and, you know, he told me he had a few colleges that he was thinking about going to, but he felt like personally he just needed to go to school just to develop his game. So I like that. He knows he still has a few weaknesses, probably needs to get a little bit stronger, work on his ball handling a little bit. And at Moravian, they have a track record of developing players.
Very good track record. And I think that Freeman is a guy that I think has been somewhat underrated during his high school career.
Wow.
And the foul.
That might be one of the plays of the game right there, Marcus.
Jalen Gore falls to the floor, draws the foul, puts in the bucket. 1:41 left on the clock, and he's going to be going to the line as his team is up by 5 after his shot, and he has a chance to put them up by 6.
Well, I mean, right there, Marcus, was another illustration. You know, we saw the pressure defense, and then the help kind of came, but then the help didn't just stay in their ground. They kind of reached in, and Jalen Gore just went right around him and scored. Oh, big miss free throw, though. It's still definitely a ball game, though. A lot of time left. That's the person
outside.
to find.
Rusty LaRue.
Oh, he's
cuts it to 2.
He's not scared of the big moment, that's for sure. So right now the pressure's on red team. The pressure is on red right now. This is the closest it's been, Marcus.
Yeah, they're only down by 2 with 1:22. This is a whole different ball game all of a sudden.
It is. This is really competitive. Now red team's putting back their Carson Long, their bread and butter.
You were telling me the other night when we were wrapping up one of the games I was packing it in too early, but that's not going to be the case today. We got 1:22 left to go. Defensively, Blue has played very well the last 5 or 6 minutes. And that's
now,
made the difference.
if there was a hospitality room, I might be packing it in early. But no hospitality room. I'm here for the long haul.
That's the breaking point, right? Jalen Gore to the line for a 1-and-1, and this is big that they're already in this in the bonus.
Well, I think they fouled kind of to make sure to get him in the bonus. That way, at the end of the game, they can. But I would have actually waited a little bit to foul. I mean, there's still a lot of time left.
That's true. No shot clock, though. I would like to see a shot clock at this level.
I would, too.
You know,
Two big free throws.
I'm sure Keyshawn is watching us right now, watching this on the playback, and he's thinking, I already put together a well-run league. You want me to actually introduce even more complications?
Oh, man. Oh.
Tough. Big rebound by Mutombo, and the putback.
That was nice. Patterson. Oh, Freeman came inches from getting the steal. And they're fouled again early. I'd still like to see him do a few more traps. I mean, they're fouling some good free throw shooters.
I mean, at least they do have. I mean, you can make the argument that they do have a plan that they're trying to do. I don't know if they've got to play it. I just don't know if I agree with the play. Sometimes you see teams that will wait too long to foul.
Agreed. Yeah. Well, and I think fatigue may be something to do with that. I mean, they just don't have the quickest players. But, what is the foul limit in this league, Marcus? Is it 5 or 6? Because
I think it's 6, but I do know that.
That's something to keep an eye on. We don't have those numbers in front of us, but.
I know Eva told me that they can't foul out, so it's not like you could just foul all,
They did a good job that time on the score table to make sure they didn't start the clock.
4-point lead.
They find Rusty. Oh,
Rusty LaRue.
Wow. Man, that was his shot. I thought that was going down.
That might do it. 1 minute left to go there. Bishop with the foul. That's going to put him on the line.
That would have been huge if he would have hit that shot. He had a great pump fake to get.
He had the look, and he's
Zachary Houston in the air.
He's frustrated.
That was his shot.
I mean, who else do you want taking it? Either him or Freeman, is who I would want.
I can't think of anybody else in the entire city, maybe in the entire state, that I'd have taken that shot right now.
Speaking of that, I want to just point out that both Steph and Seth Curry are from North Carolina.
They are, but unless they are in this state right now, which I don't think they are.
I'm getting a text. It's Steph.
Steph was in L.A. the other night watching the Team USA. I believe the whole family was. Oh, got the bounce on the back of the rim.
Patterson with the shake and bake.
Oh, wow.
3.
That's a big shot.
And there's going to be a timeout. That cuts it to 2.
They're still in it. They're still in it. They need another missed free throw is what they need.
Patterson, that one came off. He's been inconsistent at times in his career from 3, but that one looked very good.
It did, and it was off the – but, he's better off the dribble shooting the 3, Marcus. He's got to learn when he does get rid of the ball and when he maybe locates to the corner, can he shoot with his feet set? That's a lot of times, talking to point guards that played at higher levels, they're so used to shooting off the dribble, but then when they get the ball off the catch with their feet set, they're just not used to that. They're not like a 2-guard that's standing in the corner. So that's something for him to, to continue to work on. So we see some pressure, man-to-man defense here by blue team. It'll be interesting to see if they foul immediately or wait till they get to the other side of half court.
Yeah, you're a big guy that likes to point out the foul or defend moments.
That might be coming up.
Well, it looks like foul. No question.
Well, but we're not quite to a. We'll see if we get to the end of the game with a 3-point game, and see if we can get to a foul or defend. Also, something to go ahead.
I was going to apologize. There was a logo on the screen, and earlier, and that was my fault. I was instructing the producer to do something, and I watched the broadcast. But don't tune out. There's still 42 seconds left on the clock.
Do not tune out. So 2 big free throws here by number 4. That's Dominique Henderson.
And you have to hand it to Red. They've done exactly what they needed to do at every point. Every time a blue made an adjustment, to their credit, Reddit never got out of their game, never got rattled, never rushed anything.
They've hit their free throws too. They've only missed, I think, 1 free throw out of their past 6 or 8.
You might as well. We call them Red for tonight, but you might as well call it Guilford College.
I see some of the players have the nice gray Guilford College shorts on that look really nice.
There's Patterson.
Oh, look. Oh,
it's a charge?
Tough call.
And
that
Patterson,
was a tough call.
That 37.4.
That might do it. That was big.
The blue hasn't given up. They're still picking up full court pressure.
They just left one of the best shooters open.
And they're not.
They got to double him.
They left Jalen Gore wide open under the basket.
Now this is what.
And they got a timeout on the floor. Zach Houston gets it and called the timeout smartly as soon as he gets the chance.
Carson Long said, "Why'd you call a timeout? We had him scrambling." Yeah, I don't know if I
in the ranks already.
I wouldn't have called a timeout there. Now, one thing to keep an eye on, Marcus, if we do get to the end of the game, let's say it's a 2 or 3 point game, and with no shot clock, the questions could be, let's say there's 4 or 5 seconds on the clock. Do you try to miss a free throw intentionally if you're blue and down and try to get a back tip, or do you take the risk and try to go down and foul and then hope they miss a free throw? That's another big question of what to do.
The crazy aspect of that is sometimes when you tell guys to miss, it's actually harder for them to miss on purpose. That sounds insane, but I've seen it dozens and dozens of times with guys. Because you're also trying to get it to come off the rim.
You're trying to get it really high, at a high
It's almost
part.
like you're trying to do a coffin corner kind of thing as a punter, Good foul, quick foul by Rusty LaRue.
All right, they're going to make Henderson. And I watched Henderson go to the line seems like a few seconds ago now, and he made them both, but the free throws looked a little flat, Marcus. So I would not be surprised if he missed one here. So I'm putting my money on.
The Blackburn jinx is in full effect. We'll see if it works on both teams.
Told you, it's a little flat. A little flat. Now this is the big one. Well, either way, it's going to be a 2-possession ball game.
Yeah, but.
Oh, he missed them both. That was a quick jump ball by the referee. It looks like the arrow has gone towards blue team. So they got an opportunity here, Marcus. It looks like they started the clock again early.
Yeah.
They just lost a couple. Look. Look, where's Rusty? Oh, wow. Find Freeman for the 3. Man, that's, Marcus, blue team has had 2 great shooters take wide open 3s here in the last minute. Rusty LaRue and Chris Freeman. They missed them both.
That's the thing is to have
They've
the
had
shooters.
Opportunities.
Unfortunately, they don't have the other 2 LaRue players.
I think that depth came into play tonight.
Yeah, I think so, and that's 2 additional deep shooters that they didn't have.
Yeah, that was, Freeman and LaRue each had big-time shots, opportunities. And now if he can make one more, Marcus, it's still going to be a 2-possession game. It's going to be tough with 2
not
threes.
a ton of options here for light blue. Once again, winner goes on to play in the championship around 8 p.m. tonight. Coming up next, we've got the other semifinal, green versus gold. There's Patterson down the left sideline. Deep shot outside by Patterson. That rims out.
Oh, wow. That might be it. The gliding Clyde Drexler type layup with the miss.
So that's going to do it. 84-78. Red advances to the title game at 8. We've got green versus gold coming up in just a minute. You're watching Netcast Sports. We'll see you for the next game. Thanks a lot.